back again. You know, this whole thing. Now I see there's another comedian that somebody else pulled up. The guy ain't even alive, but it's another comedian that said the entertainer, just like Steve's buddy that Bernie Mac said stole all of them. Cat Williams. There's another comedian that I didn't even know he really was a fucking comedian, right? I remember him as a kid from the TV show Designing Women. Like I said, that's what I'm saying. Back then, the women, it wasn't no old rate. They were grown. Some of them retired. So they didn't. This 1986. So they didn't feel less than a white woman retiree. They felt the same as a white woman retired. Well, Designing Women, they weren't any retirees yet. Remember Suzanne Sugarbaker, all that. If you was alive in the 80s and as a kid, that was back then. You only had like one TV. Back we ain't had the luxury yet. Not yet. I think the next year I had a TV in my room. It wasn't a big deal. I didn't want one. Not like that. It wasn't. And then by ninth grade, 10th grade, I got VCRs, all types of shit. I used to take them apart. I used to be able to fix VCRs. I really did. At least the little spinning thing. If you ever took about a part of the VCR. But it's in abundance. TVs. I don't know, for some reason all this shit. But my point is, 86, 87. You had to watch. Everybody had to watch the same show. It ain't nobody really finna watch a kid show. I mean, as a kid, yeah, I got to watch the shows: Knight Rider, Airwolf, all that. 18, Incredible Hulk, or whatever. Actually, as a kid, Incredible Hulk, I wasn't watching Incredible Hulk. They was watching Incredible. The Bill Bixby. But and Lou Ferrigno. But all right, so my thing is now you see side by side indisputable evidence that fucking said the entertainer stole Meshack Taylor. I think his name was Anthony in the show. I didn't even know he was a stand-up. But now it's like I do remember. It's like maybe I did see him. I think maybe I did see him like on one of those shows or whatever, like in 89, 90, when he did. Because I think this joke is from after the show was over. But so they finna play side by side, and this is a modern day comedian. What did it say 2 days ago? TK Kirkland. All of us know who TK Kirkland is. Here come Crazy Boy. They keep saying that this guy, that's somebody else. Oh nah, he ain't. Okay, it's a white boy on the. I thought it was that black dude that be walking by talking to. I think he's on the phone. But anyway, I didn't know, but now I hear the joke that said the entertainer stole. I think I remember it. That and it's like, but anyway, let me just play it.
A video from Cedric the Entertainer, and I want you to tell me if he stole this joke or not. Okay.
The only way that I can answer that question is by telling the Abominations.
Now that's the guy from Designing Women. He was like, I don't know what he was. And like I said, my folks in them, they would watch it every week or whatever day it came on. Saturday, Thursday night. Cause like I said, it wasn't about these shows, just some white bitches. No, it was just professional women. Women. Period. Now I'm not a feminist, but I'm just saying they didn't care about none of that shit back then. All the like someone 65, a black chick now, she probably hate white folks, white women. Oh, it's racism, da da da. But not had to wise because I could have went in my room or did something else. So the show was actually funny if I stayed, and watched it too every week. That's how I know, Suzanne. I just remember her name, Suzanne Sugarbaker, and I think his name was Anthony. But I knew his real name. That's what I'm saying. I when I saw this, I clicked on it. I'm like, then I had to expand. Like, from who? Meshack Taylor. I'm like, oh, I know that nigga. I'm like, yeah, he was a comedian. I didn't know he did. But a lot of these people that played in sitcoms, comedy sitcoms, they were stand-up comedians.
Story. It's a true story. See, there's this white family that lived in Mississippi, and they had this man who worked for them occasionally named Abomination. Bombinicious. And he did various small jobs for them on and off for about a week. One night he just finished bartending a party and the lady of the house realized that she didn't have any money. So she said to him, Bombinicious, I want to write you a check, but I don't know how to spell Bombinicious.
I think I remember that from him, but I'm not sure.
See, when I came to work for you, I told you my name, and then I said, but you can call me by my initials.
He gonna walk up and introduce himself, Charles Johnson, man. Everybody around here call me Bombinicious, though. Everybody around here call me Bombinicious. It's fine. You call me that. Don't even worry about it. Everybody call me Bombinicious.
And I think I remember him because at that time, I think I watched one Sid the Entertainer special. I think he was in Atlanta, maybe. And I think I remember. I think I remember both jokes. I didn't catch. Yeah, obviously nobody will remember because it's like 20 some 30 years. Well, 20 years apart. You was a kid. Now you're a grown man and watching Sid the Entertainer. But I promise you, I don't think I remember Sid's joke. And I'm like, oh, now I see where he got it from. Now I think I remember me, and it's not because I watched Designing Women with my folks. Is that I think I remember Meshack's voice as a comedian, not just on Designing Women. Anthony.
Everybody call you Bombinicious. Yeah, everybody in the whole city call me Bombinicious. Don't even worry about it. It's fine. You call me that. Don't even worry about it. Bombinicious. This is what everybody call. Yeah, everybody call me that, man. Don't worry about it. I'm like, all right. So all week long, my ass talking about Bombinicious. What up, boy? Hey, Bombinicious, you gonna run around? Come over.
As you could tell that he stole it, and he just tried to change it a little bit. And he tried to sound like one of us. Hey, what up, boy? It's lame. It really, now that you hear the whole thing, it is supposed to be abominicious. It's almost like abomination or abominicious.
Watch the game with us later on. Hey, Bombinicious, run to the store, grab some beer.
You see how it make it so bad how you can tell said lame? He go too far with it. You see how Meshack Taylor, he just said it real quick and boom, the punchline is over. Said the Entertainer keep going on. Hey, Bombinicious, let's go to the store, watch the game, and da da da. It's not funny. It's not funny now. You done ward. That's what he's called, ward out. And when he's in high school, you done ward out.
My cousin said, what you calling him?
Now you hear the audience now. If you can watch this video yourself. Go back and hear Meshack doing his stand up. The audience ain't doing all that fake. Yeah, remember it's like Def Comedy Jam, and you know how some comedians or skit shows they did jokes in the '90s about Def Comedy Jam. You know how the audience just everything's just so fucking funny, and they just losing it. And so they just laugh at everything. Everything just so fucking funny. And like I said, I really, for a while, I was like, damn, you know what? I didn't watch, because I was in the 82nd. I was in the Army. I didn't see when it was in its heyday. I saw a few, but I barely saw Def Comedy Jam. Whatever, nobody I knew, whatever, had HBO in 1994, 95. I mean, some niggas in the barracks had HBO, but it wasn't a big deal to me, I'm doing my thing, so I barely saw. Maybe if I was over somebody's house, I might catch an episode of Def Comedy Jam on the Saturday. So I missed the whole Def Comedy Jam era.
It's all right for me to call him that. Like, nah, man, it ain't.
But that's where the whole, the audience, every black audience, black comedians now is, the just falling out. It's just now you see. Now I think it was another reason I missed that Def Comedy Jam. I mean, some of them was really funny. When Martin Lawrence, he was funny, but it was a couple of them that was really funny, like Melanie Camacho, this other chick, but.
He's saying you can call me by my initials. That's what he's saying.
That's stealing. It is. He saw a bit and took it and flipped it. He was supposed to flip it. What he did.
Now see, this with TK Kirkland, he's saying it like he was supposed to flip it. So he's saying it's okay to steal. Now, remember I said I took a comedy class in 2018, back in my old videos when I had that Mustang. I just bring it up for context. I did. It's the comedy club is around. Well, yeah, basically all this shit around the corner. You see where all the lights at? If you can see them, that blue. It's around. It's that way. And I was only there, but I knew. Like I said, I knew gangster. Matter of fact, I was thinking maybe I'll learn and make a comedy routine about gangster. Yeah, I paid for it, and technically you could say I lost my money because I left. And the guy, one of the first things he said, kind of like basic training, he said the first thing he said, don't, like I said, I wanted to make a routine about, this and that, following people around, gang stalkers, da da da. I don't care how powerful, but and matter of fact, it was a black guy. He would come in scrubs. I don't know if he was a nurse or a doctor. He was hating on me, and the few jokes I did come up with, and I got on stage, and like all of us, and we had assignments. But and then he come up to me and say, "Hey man, maybe we could play off each other." Because like I said, he heckled me one time. Because it's just like six of us doing, and we're trying to. They're telling us, did you bring your assignment? You got a whole week. We had a whole week to write like one joke. One this and that. Five, not even 5 minutes. And I do it, and he heckles me because it was about money. He's like, "Oh, this and that." And it was like basically low down. I think he realized it was low down. I was being. It was like a real comedian, a self-effacing joke. It was like one time I da 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 da, and then finally as I'm leaving, I wasn't mad. He comes up, "Hey man, hey, you know what? Maybe we could work on some kind of where we play off in each other's." Like, no, this is not what this is about. This is comedy class, and make it so bad. He start. He and I believe him. He says he knows every real comedian, everybody. TK Curry, he knows everybody. He knows every fucking active comedian, no matter who it is that does stand up. He knows all of them. White, black, George Carlin, whatever, whoever. He knows them personally, and that wasn't no big deal. It just really he's trying to, da da da. And matter of fact, since we paid for the class, we got to see in its the whole time period. Maybe it was like a 5 week. And he wanted us. He's like, "You get to come. Just say you're in the class or da da da. You get to come in free." And actually, I got to see Pops. The Pops was the only one. He wanted us to see other people, but if you know who Pops is from Friday, in Boomerang, Our Generation, Bang Bang Bang, and then he died later on. And I promise you, I know that standing on the stage, you cannot see the crowd because it's dark. They turn out the lights. You can say I'm tripping, but I went to Pop's show here. He was here, and he was actually funny. I mean, spit funny. He was fresh jokes I never heard before, and really him, I didn't know he was too much of a comedian stand up, but it didn't make sense. He was a Boomerang, Eddie Murphy, and he's the Wayans brothers and Friday and da da da. That's what. And and then I seen him actually. I saw him in an old episode, maybe what's the one with Rerun? What's happening? He was a DJ way back in his one episode. He was on. What's happening? He was just a DJ, but one of them episodes, I think Rerun ended a concert, and this was years later, probably in the 2000s. Reruns probably on TV for Rerun. Anyway, the point is, let me get to the point. The first thing the instructor said, "Don't ever steal a joke. It's not a crime." He's just saying if you really, really want to be a comedian, try. And a lot of us, like I said, the dude who heckled me, he was older than me. This was about 2018. And he looked like he's about 52, 50. It is like everybody in there was just doing it for recreation. And by the last class, you're supposed to, by then, by 5 weeks, 6 weeks, you're supposed to have a whole routine, and you're going to do it in front of everybody, a real crowd, and you're going to invite your folks. But I quit not because of that. I wasn't worried. The gangster. I thought maybe I can, but it's just, I'm like, anyway. So anyway, but one of the first things he said, never steal a joke. Any keys, like, I don't care. And this was in 2018. That's when I'll never forget that. He said, never steal a fucking in anybody's joke. Any comedian, whether this and that, do not go on stage because you're supposed to be getting in some kind of comedian code trouble. The comedy clubs, this and that. Not just Netflix big time special. And it's not blacklisting like powerful people, Oprah. No, this is the hard. It's like, the hard workers, motherfuckers in the dirt. You stole from the motherfuckers in the dirt, not the club owners. You stole from the motherfuckers working hard. And then go, and because like I said, say you steal a good joke and you do it first and you blow up. The person who invented that joke, he can't use it. Cause now he looks like he done stole it. And then a lot of people like with Steve Harvey, and I think even Mark Curry said it. You could have just hired me and I would have been your writer. Instead of just stealing it, just hire me, pay me, and I'll write your jokes for you. Like like Conan O'Brien and a couple of them, they're writers. They write the jokes. But Conan also, I don't know if he do stand up, but he got his talk show. So at the beginning of the show he do stand up. But anyway, that's the point. But like T.K. Kirkland is like, it's okay, just flip it. No, there's no flipping it. Steal a joke and flip it.
Did it word for word.
Yeah, he said he
And
did
that's
it.
called
He's
lazy.
saying the problem is he did it word for word. He's like saying it's okay to steal. That's like I said, it's like stealing a car, and it's okay. It's fucked up. You steal somebody's car and just drive it, like it is, totally like you stole it. But if you steal it, maybe put a paint job on it and some rims, it's okay. And it don't even make me. I ain't even saying you hooked it up and made it look good by putting paint. You might have put some paint on it, some ugly lime green and some fucked up rims. That's what I'm saying. But he's saying it's okay long as you changed it a little bit.
Laziness.
That's what he said.
That's just being lazy. Cause
That's
you
what
could
I'm saying. Like I said, it's just like I just said. He's saying it's being lazy. It's okay to steal as long as you don't be lazy. So you steal a car, it's okay as long as you change the paint job, put some rims on it. It's all good. And like I said, don't even mean that you actually put a good paint job on, tasteful and some tasteful rims. You just did some. You just long as you did anything. He's saying long as you wasn't lazy, it's all good.
it is. He saw a bit and took it and flipped it. He was supposed to flip it, but he did it word for word. And that's called laziness. That's just being lazy. Because you could take a bit and flip it to your style.
Nah, no, you can't. That's no. That's like I said. Dude told me. And anybody know grade school again? You know how I always say grade school biting rappers, early '80s rappers. Don't bite my style. Biting your clothes. LL Cool J, you biting my style. Even Kumo D, bite my style. You don't do that. You don't bite nobody. You don't. That's where the old rap battles came from. Even the gangster rap, even like MC8, DJ Quick. You biting. Motherfuckers die over that shit. It ain't okay because you flip it. You don't steal somebody's shit and flip it.
Right? You could take a bit, I like that, but let me flip it. Give example. I could watch a football game. I could watch a basketball game and create a joke just like that. That's the ability that I have. When people ask me, TK, when do you know you're a good comedian? And I
What
know
the hell? He said, for example. That's not stealing somebody. That's what comedian. That's why like George Carlin, Dick Gregory, Richard Pryor. Life. Any comedian, the funniest jokes are real. Remember all the jokes about marriage? Oh, my wife, or women. My husband does this. My kid. Yeah, you watch that's life. This nigga just said I got a good exit. You can tell he fucked up. He's really fucked up. But the point is, this nigga said I got a good example. I thought he was gonna say, yeah, so and so, whatever, '90s comedian Martin Lawrence. He said this, and I said that's funny, and I said I just took a couple of words out, I flipped it, and I didn't say it word for word, and it's not the same. He didn't even say that, which I said, like I said, my thing, everybody's thing. There's no flipping. You stole it. Period. Ain't no sprinkling. Ain't no changing. This fool just said I could sit and watch a football game and blah blah. That has nothing. Okay, that's what you're supposed to do. It's like this bus riding by. I could watch a bus ride by and make a joke. It's empty. Blah blah blah. I don't know. I'm just saying that's not taking somebody else's joke. You're watching something happen and you make a joke about it. Now, somebody steal my joke about the bus driving by late at night, blah, 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 that is empty. I don't know. It could be a joke about wasteful spending for cities. The bus is driving by and there's nobody on it. They still running this bus. It's totally empty. That's a waste of the, yeah, blah, 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 blah. And say it's funny. You can't just flip it. But you see what I'm getting at. He said it's, for example, I I could watch football. Football isn't comedy. That's what you're supposed to do. Make jokes about football. Da 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 da. Oh, did you see this court? It might be a good quarterback, might be a bad quarterback. Tiger Woods, that's another. Here's an example. Remember Tiger Woods and his wife? He got caught cheating. And it's Saturday Night Live. Saturday Night Live ain't funny no more. But one of the last funny things they did was Keenan and Kel from Keenan. He did the Tiger Woods bit. So that's you watching, so that's Keenan and whoever the writers, or maybe he wrote it himself, watching the Tiger Woods saga. Remember when the wife beat his shit up with a golf club and he had to run? And that's what we're talking about, niggas. You cheat this shit. You know, that's what I'm talking about. It's not, he could have, slapped her around, but no, you do what most niggas do. Hey, run, nigga, because you gonna catch a charge. Whatever, you would cheat. But anyway, you make a joke about it. So you can't steal Keenan's joke and just flip it a little bit. And as long as you don't do it word for word, it's okay. You go on stage, make money off of somebody else's joke. And that's what I'm saying. The bosses, like they keep that. Yeah, the bosses are watching. Like that truck just drew by one light. The bosses, the captains. Bro, you're not gonna get away. I don't know what kind of boss you think you are from stealing shit, unless you call yourself Hagar the Horrible. Seriously, you got to name. You're not a boss. You're not a boss. You need to say you're a conqueror. You steal shit. Well, not even a conqueror. A plunderer. You need to name, not boss. You need to tell us, not bosses watching you or the captain. You're not a captain. You're a plunderer. You rape and pillage. That's what I'm saying. You're the pillager. You're not boss. You pillage. As long as you don't say that, you're not going to get no blessings. God's not going to favor you. As long as you keep playing, and you're like, why would you help them? I'm not helping them because they too cowardly to do that. I promise you. Trust me. Y'all trust me. These motherfuckers are way too cowardly to say, we're the pillagers. We're coming through to pillage and plunder and rape and blah, 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 or whatever. They're not gonna say that. Now I'm talking about us, men. We're men. Said the entertainer raped Meshach Taylor. It's metaphorical. That's what I'm talking about. He took his stuff. Took it. This is not but y'all, it's a joke on rape. It's not, no, trust me, it is not no victim blaming. Trust me. We all got, yeah. It is like, no. That's why we say that. Because you know what you would do. Exactly. It's the same thing. Well, okay, I'm not making threats either. That's what I'm saying. That's why he said, all y'all liberals with this censoring stuff, you're not going to make it. I'll just say that. All this playing games and censoring and, oh, yeah, this and that. Cause think about it. You go out there and make all the thing, and it's not hate. It's not hate. You made all this. The good example, like I said, the best example is Jodie Watley, because they still talking about her, and she is not. There's no way she is mad. Like, oh, but they left me, or I left them, or we broke up, and I'm mad, and I want to be part of Shalimar. She don't have to be. Like I said, she had a whole generation of people who don't. She's just Jodie Watley, superstar. And then they tried to lie against her to the Solomon fans, because it's a lot. It's like Michael Jackson going back with his brothers. He do the tour. She would have did it, but whatever it is, they did some dirty shit. She don't want to go back. And they tried to say, oh, but actually it sounds like, no. Matter of fact, what I think, she says she did. I mean, well, not she said she did. She just said they never talked to her. They didn't. All she's saying is, y'all ain't say shit to me. And talking about I didn't, and like, no, you didn't. So that's what I'm talking about. This is more than just, this is not even envy or jealousy. That's what I'm saying. This is that demonic shit. fucking with people because like she's like, okay, I don't even care, but just stop talking about it. Leave me the fuck, just like with y'all. But y'all like obey. Remember how, like I said, y'all obey. We're not gonna obey. I'm telling you, y'all are not. This is not gonna end well for y'all. And like I said, y'all not gonna see it coming. Not because we're just so good as technical, tactician or whatever, tactical, and we're gonna be, snipers. No, it's gonna be you gonna be chilling, having a good time, and your own whoever it is that's with you just go, y'all gonna start arguing over something, and next thing you know, you on the news because you're fucked up, and that person. Once we find, at first it's just gonna say that you died or whatever, or got this and that, got murked. Then, as the details come out, it's gonna find out, oh, it's one of your, his homeboy, his sister, his brother, this and that, or her homeboy, this and that, her husband. Like, damn, they just turning on each other. Yeah, that's what's gonna be. It is not me trying to be funny or trying to, yeah, something gonna happen to y'all. It's like, yeah, conform to silence and say nothing. The form of correction applies here. It's like, nigga, what applies here? You need to put my dick in your mouth. That's what applies here. Y'all, I'm saying these crackheads, y'all, it's just hilarious. Crackhead. Remember, I keep saying these crackheads really think I don't know, they think they found their way. That they didn't made enough money because of these tech nerds. Seriously, with Google and everybody want to use Google, they think that they really understand. The money don't make you a gangster. There's plenty of rich people that are nerds. That's all good. There's plenty of rich people that are real gangsters, and it's not gonna go down like that with y'all. What the hell is this? We are killing natural beauty. No, comment here. I said something. Comment remove.
He'll have
See
to
what I'm
place your
saying?
party clean.
That's why I use my other accounts. What account is this? Oh, this is my channel. See, comment
Is it just
remove.
me, or does society no longer value
You saw
natural
that?
beauty?
You like, well, maybe nope. I ain't say nothing. They just mad at the videos.
A Georgia judge in the Trump election interference case has ordered a hearing on misconduct allegations against District Attorney Fani Willis. The Washington Post reports.
This is the one, that's what I said. That's the one they talking about pressed. Y'all pressed. No, bitch. You are literally trying to change the whole world. She is. I'm like, who? And she literally is trying to change the whole world. She is. Remember when Trump was president, the other country, there wouldn't be no war in Israel, Hamas, all that, none of that. Remember? She's trying to change the whole world with her and her boyfriend, married boyfriend. He passed the stops. Why even stop? When somebody do some shit like that, just keep going on the street like this. You just saw that he stops outside the line. Why you stop? Keep going. Just do the whole. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm telling you. We gonna win. These folks are stupid. They're stupid. Anybody, you might as well keep going. Why would you stop? Keep going. You already done. If there was a cop sitting somewhere that you can't see him, but he's right there, you're done. You're already done. So you might as well just go around the corner. Why are you going to stop like you're obeying the law? You passed the stop sign. You were speeding up this street. These people are fucking, just like Fani Willis, these people are fucking idiots.
A hearing February 15th. The judge will hear evidence regarding a potential inappropriate relationship between Willis and her lead prosecutor in the case. One of the co-defendants in the case accused Willis of the relationship, but did not provide.
They did make it so bad. They did show the dude's wife. As a black dude, the wife looked better than his boss, Fani Willis. So he cheated on his better looking wife, but for the whatever, for her, look, she done came out. I guess the car that just drove by, she's smoking a cigarette, whatever. But anyway, He cheated on his better looking wife with this chick for the money. And like, if you're gonna do it, do it. That's what I just said. Don't do it half-ass. That's biblical. Seriously. You're lukewarm. Don't be lukewarm. Don't be lukewarm. You need to be hot or cold. And that's not me uh justifying doing wrong. What I'm telling you, you need to read for yourself. You trying to. That's why remember I've been said that these Democrats. Oh, we're trying to help poor people, but they're corrupt as fuck. They mean they're lukewarm. That's what I just said. That's what I just said. You need to say you're a plunderer. Don't try to play it off like, oh, we're doing this for the poor people. No, admit that. That's why I said you're not gonna get no victories because you're playing games. You're lukewarm. You got to be either hot or cold. You got to be either I'm for this or I'm for that. You can't be, oh, I'm for the poor people, but you robbing the fuck out of all the taxpayers. You can't do that. Taxpayers, you can't. I promise you. Like Republican, they bend it, okay? You keep on believing that. That's you. That's all good. You and boss and yeah, the bosses and the whatever the fuck y'all keep talking about. Y'all keep on believing that. You know, y'all do you as y'all. You do you. You do you. You know, it don't work like that. You got to be hot or cold, one or the other. You can't be lukewarm.
But did not provide any clear evidence.
Meanwhile, the Atlanta Journal-Constitution reports Willis is accusing the lead prosecutor's ex-wife of attempting to obstruct the case against Mr. Trump. Willis's own attorney is arguing she should not have to appear in pre-trial deposition in divorce proceedings between Nathan Wade and his estranged wife.
Spellman.
So they gonna lock the wife up. So this bitch is mad. The wife is mad that it is like, how you don't have any concrete evidence? So it's okay that, it's like these folks are crazy. So like I said, their excuse with me is, oh, don't worry about who. We wouldn't worry about who you fuck if you aren't trying to change the whole world. You're literally trying to change, and we ain't finna have a world where stupid people are in charge. Like these clowns, or like them clowns that were standing over there earlier. We're not gonna have a world where losers are in charge. Ain't no way in hell. You ain't got no house, you ain't got no money. There's not gonna be a world where the losers in life are in charge. The house niggas, no, bruh. It's not going down like that. I promise you. I promise. It's a promise.
The judge in the Trump election interference case has ordered a hearing on misconduct allegations against District Attorney Fani Willis. The Washington Post reports there'll be a hearing February 15th. The judge will hear evidence regarding a potential inappropriate relationship between Willis and her lead prosecutor in the case. One of the co-defendants in the case accused Willis of the relationship, but did not provide any clear evidence.
Meanwhile, the Atlanta Journal-Constitution reports Willis.
All right, so basically they saying the wife don't have evidence. You know what I'm saying? It's like, how would she have? So basically, like, she know her husband left and da da da. She know, but she ain't got evidence. And legally, yeah, you got to provide proof. But I'm pretty sure there's evidence. We'll see. I'm pretty sure there's evidence. Because like I said, if they got mad at me and all that shut up, you ruffling. Remember, I just showed you all that you're ruffling feathers. That means there's evidence. Shut up. Like I said, these motherfuckers are stupid as hell. That's what happened when you put your life in the hands of a bitch. Never put your life in the hands of bitches. You stupid. You stupid. What about you? Your leader is a bitch, and some nigga come along, fuck her, and da da da. Your ass out. You assed out. You assed out. You fucked. Like with dudes, there's a few dudes that come along and they might, but we ain't gonna put him seriously. It never happens because we already know he the type to get pussy whipped. That's why that's why they tried to change it. You remember how they don't like guys who might have a lot of women. Da 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 da. They don't. Oh, he's a woman now. Oh, that's wrong. He shouldn't be. No. That's why they should be, because they're not gonna sell everybody out because they get pussy by the pound. It is. Oh, that's wrong. No, it's not wrong. You put a woman in charge, this nigga come along and fuck the shit out of her. Now everybody's fucked because she's dick whipped. Because we don't put a nigga, as men, we learn as kids. You learn a nigga that's pussy whipped. He ain't gonna be in charge. And more than likely, we ain't even gonna hang with him. You know, now it's so good if you're married. We understand you're married, you were grown, you got to go home to your wife, you can't hang out. Hey, that's what's up. Don't get in trouble. Seriously, don't get in trouble. We don't want, we don't want to, we don't want you to be, next week you all mad. I mean, not mad, you're upset. What happened, man? Because he was trying to hang with us. Like, say we're single and he's married. No, man, take your ass home. Ain't nothing out here for you. Not like it used to be, when we was in high school, college, or whatever. Ain't nothing out here for you. Go home, man, to your wife. Ain't nobody, oh, man. Nah, man, you can't. I miss the days we used to hang out. Yeah, we all had homies that got locked down. That's what you call lockdown. The nigga on lockdown, and it's a rare treat when he could come out. It is. We happy. Oh, okay, you can go out tonight. It's all good. But ain't nobody took, because we know who he is. We know who he was before he met her. But hey, and matter of fact, we trust. Like I said, I said it before. I don't know nobody who married a hoe and she fucked up the whole posse. You know what I'm saying? She fucked up the whole crew. Everybody I know, you can trust that he got a good girl. You know what I mean? Not a good girl like that, but I'm just saying she not gonna fuck up the whole crew. We ain't gotta go and get at some other niggas because she fucking some other niggas. We ain't got to do none of that because he ain't gonna pick no chick like that. So that's why you can say, man, just go on home. You ain't got, whatever. It's all good. We gonna joke. You gonna make jokes. Oh, you're on lockdown, huh? Whatever. Long as we don't hear no bad news. Hey, ain't that your homeboy, girl? Like right here. Say, I'm not being funny, but you see how them two just walked by? Say I knew her. I don't know them, but I'm just saying. Say I knew her. And it's like I called my homeboy. Hey, man, I just saw your girl walking with some dude. That's how shit started. And I'm not being messy. You're telling this your homeboy. What the fuck are you doing with him? I don't know them two people. I'm just saying, as an example. That's what I'm talking about. Now, that's your girl, yeah, go home. Hey, man, take your ass. Ain't nothing. First of all, if she does let you go out, not let you, that's what I'm saying, ain't no punk. But if you do go out, it's the same thing. You ain't missing nothing. It's the same. And another thing I know, I bet in any city, I seen it personally. That's why I stopped going out years ago. It's the same people. No, seriously, it's the same. At first, oh, shit, yeah, the bitch is fine, da-da-da, all the fine bitches, da-da. But after a while, it's like y'all some kind of, y'all, it's the same people every week. Y'all might not speak, but I bet y'all all thinking the same thing. It's the same, y'all all dressed up, dressed to the T. I'm not putting it down, oh, that's a sad life. No, it's not. It's all good, but it's like you ain't missing nothing. It's the same, but you like the little atmosphere. That's when I quit about 20-something years. Like, what? It's the same fucking people up in this bitch. In high school it was cool or whatever. We are the cool people, but it's the same people. Same chicks. Whatever. The club crowd. Like fuck. It ain't fuck this, fuck them. I'm just saying. So it's like you tell y'all, you ain't missing nothing, man. And even if you do go out next, the same people gonna be there. You ain't missing nothing. But anyway, so that's what I had to say. Let me go. I'm probably finna fry me some of that rainbow trout. Remember I told you about the dude who was mad, or not the dude, the gang stalker was mad about the rainbow trout. This and that. That door locked. But all right.